So these tomatoes, I think I started about 4 weeks ago is my guess. The reason they're all leaning over is because my grow lights are set to be, I think, 7 inches off the top of here because they're set for microgreens. So they're kind of leaning over a bit to stay underneath the lights. As you can see, if you get a close up in here, you can look and see that I tend to put 2 seeds per hole. So some of these only 1 seed germinated. A lot of them 2 seeds germinated. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can actually just come down and take one of these seedlings off that's in here and just cut it off. And then you have, you know, your one main tomato plant. Tomato plants don't really mind if they're handled and touched so much. And so I'm actually going to just go ahead and separate a few of these. These are Cherokee Purple. These are the Black Creme over here. Some of these are together. So I'll pull this. This is a 6-pack, and these are pretty large 6-packs. I think I just got these off of Amazon. These are Farmer's Friend, I think is what those are. They're really nice. So we're gonna take it over here. I have these 4-inch cups. Also just bought a case of them off of Amazon. And then when you fill it, you can see in here, you don't fill it very full, especially in the beginning when we start this. And make sure that your soil is damp, because pre-dampening it is gonna get it so that it's all the way down to the bottom. We're just gonna kind of pull this out. And you're just gonna take it, you're gonna lightly peel it apart, very gently. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to bury this down as far as you can get it. And I'll probably stick this in the corner and then kind of bend it over in there. Tomatoes will make roots all the way up the stem. You can see the root hair is actually up in here. And then as we get to planting them outside, I will plant them even deeper again. So this will be the first time they get potted up. And then I'll probably, it'll probably be the last time, because let's see, it's the end of April. It's like April 16th or 17th or something. So these will end up going in the ground in the next couple weeks. I just knew that I wanted to get them separated before they got too big. So again, stick it kind of in the corner, do it at an angle. It's okay if you bend it. It's okay if it's like at a 90 degree, like that doesn't matter. Get it all done there, and that's what we're gonna do. Pull the next one out. These are, see, they don't even have that many roots, and to be that tall, happy. I actually did spray some of my liquid calcium on them while they were in here in their water. Hopefully that's going to help ward off any kind of blossom end rot for the future. I don't typically grow tomatoes in the ground. I actually typically grow tomatoes in my hydroponic system. Since we're moving, the hydroponic system is not set up at the next property, and I don't know when we can get it over there. So we're gonna go ahead and just do these all here. This guy, see how low we're gonna get him in there? And he will be so thankful for it later. Top that up there. This is one time where it doesn't really matter. These bottom leaves, you can tell, are different. They're cotyledon leaves. You can actually take those off. The plant does not care. The usefulness of them is gone. And then this is the last. And then what you can do, just kind of gently take those 2 apart. If they're really stuck, you can always soak them in a box of water, or a bucket of water, and that'll help loosen the roots up against each other. Lay it at an angle, get that all up in there. Now don't squeeze, you don't want to crush the stem at all. But there we go. We're gonna get the rest of these done. I do have one more tray in the shed under the grow lights. I might get that one done too. And there we have it. I'm just gonna take another second and make sure the tops are all good and watered. Yeah, they're gonna look a little sad because you messed with them. So they're just gonna go inside. Do not leave them outside. They're gonna go inside underneath the grow lights again, where they can be protected, and then they can start their new journey, grow bigger, and then we'll come back in a couple days or so, they should be standing up and looking a little bit more happy, as long as we keep this. And I don't water from the top, especially when they get to be this stage. So this is kind of just to make sure that the soil is all moist all the way through. And this is why we pre-wet our soil. I water from the bottom, and that is a good rule of thumb. It's best practices. Water for the bottom, especially when they get to start to being this size, because you don't want any water to sit on the leaves, and you don't want anything really to splash back up. And this is transplanting tomatoes.